vibe. Come let we lime, come let we vibe. Lime vibe. Oh, lime vibe.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to another LimeVibe Live podcast. I'm your host, Yori Araman Kemp from Nassau, Bahamas, along with my co-host. She's back with us in the saddle, Miss Kimberly Ramcalawan from Trinidad and Tobago. How you doing tonight, Kimberly?
I'm trying to be okay. My pet cat here is keeping me company, and she's trying to keep my spirits up. Miss Gray.
Oh, okay. Show off Miss Gray. There's Miss Gray.
The famous
Hey, Miss Gray.
Miss Gray, you're on podcast finally.
She
What's all
seems
the
so
hype
calm.
about?
She seems
Yeah,
so calm and peaceful.
She's cool.
Miss Gray.
Oh.
Nice to have you on with us, Miss Gray, for LimeVibe. Well, she wants to go on. She wants to go now. Okay.
She's right
Yes.
here sitting down with me. I'm not sure why the camera isn't picking up, but she's going to be walking all over.
Yeah, she's gonna be all over you, right? You don't mind, Miss
Yeah.
Gray. That's good television. We gotta apologize tonight, folks. First of all, before we start, I just want to apologize for not being here on Monday. But even though I said last week Friday, Monday was a holiday here in Nassau, Bahamas, so I was not going to be on. Okay, so he wasn't on Monday. I also have to apologize too because there's no headphones on my head tonight because we're having some technical difficulties with the audio. So please, if you guys can bear with us and just be patient with us while we try to get through this show, then that'll be great. So I don't have any headphones, so let's see how we can get through the show with the technical difficulties that we have. And also, if you have not done so already, please like, share, and subscribe to our Facebook and YouTube page. That's LimeVibe77 on Facebook and YouTube. Please like, share, and subscribe. And that will really help us out with sharing the message out there of what's happening with the Caribbean. Also, there's a donate link inside the description. So anything that moves your heart to give to the LimeVibe podcast, please, we would greatly appreciate it. While Miss Gray gives us some shakes of booty for us, right? So Kim, what's happening, man? How's things going with you?
I'm trying my best to cope with how
Done
I'm
your best to
feeling.
go?
Yeah, I'm
That's
very
good, that's good.
appearance, as you can tell, right, Miss Gray shining.
Oh,
on.
okay.
Like,
That's cool.
I guess the camera isn't picking up the white so much. I'm not sure how to focus. I don't know. The
Yeah, she
camera
seems like a
is
mirage. She's a
there.
mirage.
She's right
Right.
here. Right here. And I don't know why it's not.
Oh, Lord.
Probably
Miss Gray's
saying-
now a star.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not picking up. Miss Gray is a star in all the cat groups here in Trinidad. I will let you know that. She's very
Okay.
famous. She has her own hashtags: Pat Persian, Pat Tabby, Fila, feral captain, house cat, house kitty. And she's very much loved in Trinidad. A lot of people follow her. We have a lot of the feline community here in Trinidad. Cat adoption groups. What else we have? Even the stores that provide things solely for cats in Trinidad, they're well aware of her as well, and she gets a lot
Miss
of
Gray.
treats and special stuff.
Now, did she start off with the name Miss Gray? That's something that you just grew into.
Yes, Miss Gray was always her name because of my sister.
Okay. That's Michelle, right?
Yes, she left me.
Oh, what's she doing? She's scrambling around you right now?
I don't know. I think she heard my sister. So I'm
That's
by
good.
my parents and doing it.
Oh, you by
well.
your parents tonight? Okay.
I haven't been well, and mommy and
Oh,
daddy
okay.
have been taking care of me because Carrie has to work late.
Okay. That's cool. So Miss Gray's keeping your spirits up.
Yeah, and Miss Gray checks on you, and she's purring, and she comes rubbing up on you when you're not feeling so good.
I saw the day that you guys released 30 Venezuelan immigrants today, didn't you? From a heliport in Chaguaramas.
Right. They were called to be released some time ago because they were detained sometime last month during the Pride Month celebrations. I think they had an illegal party, and the immigration clamped down on it.
Okay, so how do you feel about that?
I think if you're here illegally, you should not be here.
Yeah.
But
Illegal is illegal.
the thing is, I don't know what they've done to bump up the registration process for the migrants in Trinidad. And that has a bit of concern among the citizens here in Trinidad. It's like, it's unfair that you're here and you're unregulated. And they've been causing a good bit of havoc. I don't know why the government has not updated their regulating policy. So that's the question of the day when it comes to these Venezuelans.
But there's something very important about those 30 immigrants because it was all on Trinidad stations today. Like what was so special about them, you know?
They've been in they've been there for a while. They've got lawyers, attorneys that have been fighting for them to stay and saying that they have rights here as refugees in Trinidad.
Okay.
And they're saying the way they went about it doing it was not right.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I think that's usually the argument when these things happen.
Is anybody tracking them?
What's that?
Is anybody tracking them?
As in,
the authorities keeping tabs on them as they were released, or they just let into the community?
I believe all governments supposed to be tracking them. They're supposed to have had their name. So
I can imagine 30 Haitians being let loose in the Bahamas. That people with heads will explode. You let them into the community, what? So they're not being serious in immigration. So I can imagine trouble you guys are going through with the Venezuelans. See, your Venezuelans are Haitians. You know? Yeah, I can imagine the angst and the anxiety as in the community there in Chacaramas, that these people are just being released into the community. And God is like, how you say they're going to commit crimes, they're criminals, and they're not criminals, but I can imagine what's going through everyone's mind right now, right? They're thinking the worst.
Yeah, there's been a good bit of questions about their purpose here. If you're not regulated, that means you're not you're not employed legally. That means you're doing something underhand and against the law, right?
Yes.
We don't know what you're involved in when it comes to getting money. If you're here illegally, it means you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
If you need to, if you want to be in our country, you need to be regulated. Go through the proper channels of being here. That's what I always say.
Yeah, I got you.
They are here a dime a dozen and more. And come September, a lot of them are probably trying to get their children into school because the Ministry of Education has opened up schooling for immigrants here in Trinidad.
Okay.
Which is good because you want them to be educated and not be taken up doing something wrong.
Yeah, I agree. Well, speaking of foreigners, did you see that fight in Jamaica? A Jamaica hotel fight between the guests and the hotel worker at the Rio in Montego Bay?
No, the fight that's been flooding my feed has been the Alabama.
Yes. I'm gonna take a look at it right now. Let's take a look at it right now, Kim. Let's get a look at this beautiful bean for it. Let me share the screen. The video doesn't show how it starts, just shows them actually getting involved in the fight. The actual fight itself,
The fight in Jamaica?
Yeah, the fight in Jamaica between the hotel worker and the guests. You can see it now, it's right on YouTube. It's right.
Oh, that's what I saw the crazy woman and it's like,
oh, there you go.
I did not even continue watching it.
Oh, there you go.
What
she took on two. She's a big girl too. Look at that. They pull away too quickly, man. Didn't let her get her licks in, man.
But that's an employee, not so, right? That's an employee, and
that's an employee. That's an employee against a guest. Yeah. And the guests pick up that cone pretty quickly, man. Let's look at that again.
What triggered it is what I'd like to know.
See, that's the thing. No one knows what happened. But apparently, the managers at the Rio, they said they're going to talk to the worker, but they didn't say exactly what happened after. That was about 3 days ago. They said they were going to sit down with the worker. So I guess they should have spoken to the worker by now, but they've released nothing from that conversation. And she shouldn't keep her job though. I mean, regardless of what it is, that you shouldn't keep your job, man. Even if the worker, even the tourist, hit you, you just can't. You just have to take that and go report it to your managers, man. But apparently, what we didn't see in this video was that tourist threw a drink on the worker's face, So it starts off. See, let's start this again. Let me show you where it starts off. It starts off with the guest just in the worker's face. Let's look at that again. It doesn't show you that she actually threw the drink. See what I mean? See, it just starts off with her in her face, but it doesn't show you where she actually threw the drink on the girl. And there's another, see the other girl that in the green was, it was in the girl's face too. You see that?
Oh boy, yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah. They were trying to jump him, man. She wasn't taking that. Wow, look at that elbow. That's a George St. Pierre elbow.
Hair came off as well.
Yeah, man. That's a John Jones elbow there, Kim. Wow, that's amazing. See how she's right in the girl's face? Right there.
But these
Wow.
tourists often feel because we've come to a small island or a Caribbean island, we can do you whatever.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
we're
And,
going to take it because we're hospitality people.
and they probably were
This
drunk too.
worker was not. This worker was not taking it. She probably had it. We don't know what probably came before that.
No,
and
no.
her providing services for them.
Yeah, she probably the tourist probably was drunk as a bat too. Anyway, that's probably got upset over missing wings or something like that. But some they probably Americans, and Americans are really crass when it comes down to their food. Have you ever seen those Denny's fights on YouTube? The Denny's. Oh my goodness.
Denny's fights. I know.
The Denny's fights and well, it's the IHOP fights and McDonald's fights.
No.
And I realize here it's getting to be a problem here. I'm finding out that a lot of Bahamian women, they're getting very upset when their orders are wrong, and they will drive back, even if it's for miles. They will drive back to the Wendy's or the Burger King, and they will get there and they will confront the worker that gave them the wrong order.
Oh my God.
See, a man like me, a peaceful man like me, I would just take the order and say, "Oh, well, they gave me the wrong order. I'll just go my business. I lost $5. That's fine, okay." They forgot the fries. That's cool. I wouldn't go back there for that. But no, not Bahamian women. Bahamian women will confront them, just like these American women will confront these workers. Yeah, and it means nothing. These people are making minimum wage at best. They're under very stressful situations dealing with people like you. So please have some mercy. And then some of them aren't really educated as well, because you really have to be either a very young person just out of high school, or someone who's hard on their luck to take a job like that at a bar or a hotel like that.
But
You can't.
More often in Jamaica, I would think that you've gone through a level of training to be in the hospitality industry, because I know Jamaica takes that very serious. So I'm not discounting training. So I would absolutely think that they pushed the limit when it came to this employee.
Yeah, they pushed the buttons. Yeah, that's true. But she took the conversation pretty calmly. You saw how they were initially in the girl's face, and she waited for the girl to walk away before she decided, "No, I'm not taking that. I'm not taking that at all." And she grabbed her by her hair.
Yeah, she had enough.
Yeah, she had enough. That was it, man. But you have to deal with these people as they come.
I see those things as the typical bacchanal that goes on, because Trinidad has its daily dose of that. If I
Daily dose of ratchet.
Yeah.
It's daily dose of ratchet. I know, right? I know.
But I know other things happening in the Caribbean. Barbados had its crop over this week.
Oh, they did.
This Grand Candyman, and today I think they declared their road march winner with the crop over tune.
It was Omo, wasn't it, right?
Waistline by Quan the artist. Yeah.
Waistline, Quan, that's the name, Waistline?
The name of the song is Waistline.
Baseline.
So it got about 11 plays at judging points. That was
the artist. Waistline.
Yeah. And the second place was Chief Din, and that was the People's Monarch winners with Lead Pipe and Just Jay with Brain Freeze.
Okay.
I think I know that one a little bit. I would have heard that on social media a bit.
Let's play a bit of Waistline, because I didn't hear it yet. Let's play a bit of Waistline then. This is Waistline here.
Little boy, how we looking? Quan the artist.
So good.
Look, if you know. Just start the.
Sorry. It's not playing. Sorry. I stopped the share because my computer audio isn't playing yet.
Oh, well, I'm hearing it actually.
Are you hearing it? Oh, sorry. That's me. Okay, well, let's start it over then. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm having some technical difficulties. People, please bear with us. Yeah, let's start it over. You can hear it?
Yeah, where you were last minute, the last few.
Okay.
So I think that got the gist of the music. So that was a popular one on the road march. They had their crop over.
Okay. Yeah, it's jumpy. So I'll probably go back and listen to it. Probably put it on my routine, my workout list, my workout listening. Yeah. You know something? I don't have a dancehall and a soca workout mix. I have hip hop.
Really?
I
What kind?
have hip hop. I have rock and roll. I have a dance hip hop. I have Bob Marley, but I don't have a soca and a reggae mix.
What kind of Caribbean person are you, Yori?
I know, right? I know.
Because if you were to come to a gym here in Trinidad or even go Barbados to a gym, you're going to be hearing soca. Most of the
Most
trainers
of the
are going to
time.
be pumping soca for you to get it, grooving and moving.
And it's no better aerobics workout music than soca.
Yeah, that really does get you shaking and
Yeah.
hyped up.
Yeah, but I have nothing in my mix because I'm kind of angry when I work out. So my music isn't happy music. If you listen to my workout rage music, you will leave feeling very angry, Kim. You wanna fight the world.
Oh
You'll
my
go and you slap Carrie right in the face.
That sounds bitter and miserable. That's not
Oh yeah,
nice.
it is because my workouts are bitter and miserable. My workouts are tough. I work out very, very hard, man. So I mean, I need to be very pumped. I need to get into the mindset, the mind frame. And I'm an animal, I'm a beast, I'm a feral beast, Kim. I'm an animal. So I have to put myself into that groove.
But Barbados had its crop over and it came to an end today. And it's another carnival festival that we all look on the Caribbean calendar that we look forward to. Cadumant is a Bajan word, a Barbadian word. It says it's just an occasion of importance to much ado to nothing, really. But it's people having a good time, Caribbean people on the streets,
Where's Kaduman Day, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I heard that song a couple times. But the Inez, come let me dance for crop over. Come let me man.
Yeah.
Come everything away. The music too sweet. Too sweet. Too sweet to miss Kaduman Day.
There
Yeah.
you go. But, it's a celebration of, it's their version of carnival,
Ah.
It's their version of carnival. It probably signals the end of, as you say, crop over.
Crop over.
All carnival, it deals with the burning of the sugar cane. It's that season. That's why we have the Canberra riots, which is a French word, but well, it's a reenactment of the Canberra riots, which was the burning of the sugar cane when the enslaved came out and actually they were free at that time and they had followed their French traditions and they were doing that. But Barbados has kept it differently.
Okay.
And so does many other islands. I think Grenada and St. Vincent would have had theirs earlier, not too long ago as well.
Okay.
Even though they like to have their carnival around our time as well.
Okay.
Which is usually the French time, dating back to the Catholic calendar as well.
So my thing is, I guess everyone asks, why doesn't the rest of the Caribbean have a carnival, like how Trinidad has a carnival, right? I think you just pretty much explained that. We just have different traditions, right?
Yes, we do. But Barbados has a different tradition for their carnival compared to Trinidad.
Okay. I think the only two people that has a carnival in this region is Brazil and Trinidad, right?
Major ones, I believe.
Yeah, major ones, right.
But Curacao and Aruba also celebrate Carnival Week.
Really? Okay.
They do. They have their season as well. If you follow them, you would actually see Carnival Monday and Tuesday by now.
Okay.
And they're Dutch speaking, but they also have the Spanish and French influence, I believe.
Yeah, that's how they got that Curacao has that mixture of dialect called Papimento, right?
Yeah.
It's a mixture of Spanish, Dutch, and English, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Papimento.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a beautiful language.
It is. My aunt lived in Aruba for many years, and she used to speak Papiamento. And because of her, I could have actually I had someone to speak conversational Spanish with at times too.
Okay.
But that was in my teens, not anymore. Kind of lost the touch. I can understand Spanish too.
Okay. Your conversation with it?
What's that?
Your conversation with it? Can you read it? Can you?
I can read it to an extent. I'll have a gist of it, a good idea of what it really means. But that's about it. I can't writing it. It takes a while.
Yeah, yeah, like everybody else. All right,
Yeah,
but you have some
but
aptitude for it, right?
yes, I do. I have
Yeah.
some understand. I actually went to the embassy, the Venezuelan embassy, and was learning Spanish through them when I started my news reporting as a teenager. But
Okay.
it became very difficult to continue because I started my degree as well.
Mm.
That took priority.
Okay. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. So,
I'm
Kim, you're bilingual.
I won't go so far
That's
to
a
say
stretch.
that.
That's a stretch.
But I can understand. I might go to these salons and I hear when they're bad talking me.
Oh. So your nail salon is lit then.
I know when they're doing and they're laughing at me, and she can't make up her mind. She doesn't know what color she wants. And they're bad talking me. It's like, you see what's going on? And I think, yeah, it's hurting and good. It's burning. That's good. It's like, yeah. And I'm telling you, then I started to speak Spanish to them. And it's like, oh, she understands a little bit.
But
Yeah,
I feel funny around the Chinese when they start speaking that Chinese around me, I feel very funny around it. But some of them, I guess, think they're kind of snarky people,
But they
I
do it.
just really,
They do
yeah, I feel kind of funny when they speak in Chinese around me. Don't speak Chinese around me, man. This is English speaking, or don't speak Chinese around me. Go in the back and speak Chinese with your family and friends. When you're out here dealing with us, you speak English.
In Trinidad, they speak Chinese, the Mandarin right through. You go to the supermarkets and their restaurants, that's what they say.
I find it very rude because they know most people wouldn't understand it, right? See, if I meet a Creole person or a French speaking person or Spanish, I can pick up a few words, but I'm definitely not learning any Chinese. I don't know any Chinese. And I would say, 95, maybe 90% of the population of Bahamas don't understand Chinese. All right. So why would you start talking Chinese in front of me? That means you're talking about me. You're insulting me in my own country. Anyway, I shouldn't rant, babe. No.
Yeah.
But
I'm hearing things that was happening by you guys. I saw your prime minister put out a statement against the arraignment of one of his ministers that got charged with 2 rape charges.
Yeah, he's in front of the courts now, so we can't say much about it, right? But still, yeah, he's being charged with sexual assault and battery against his former girlfriend. And so she had the courage to stick it out and make sure that he was, and this is going on for months. Actually, they were supposed to charge him from last week. Actually, they were supposed to charge him 3 months ago. But they just kept on putting it off. Hope, from what I understood. Anyway, like I said, let's not talk much about it, but we'll see how it goes from there. But yeah, he's going to be in the problem. He is the member for South Africa. No, member of North Africa. And even during this time, he said he's with outside of Philip Davis, he is the prime minister of Africa. Even while he's in the middle of this investigation. Right. I say, wow. And that was in front page. Yeah, he's really stupid, isn't he?
Yeah, but I saw the statement from Prime Minister Philip Davis.
Yeah. That he accepted his resignation. Yeah.
It was the right thing to do. You can't have that.
Of course he should.
That's tarnishing your cabinet. And you have to speak out against such crimes and such acts.
Because right now, I'm thinking really keeping up with the conversation that came. Because right now we're in the middle of this debate whether or not we should pass a sexual violence bill and a marital rape bill and a women's gender equality bill here in the Bahamas. So these 3 things are right in the middle of this sexual assault by the MP for North Africa. And so he's caught right in the middle of this women's push for these gender equality bills here in the Bahamas. And so he's going to be a whipping boy. And he's just in a bad spot, man. He's in a bad spot.
He got himself in that if any of what his claims are true, right?
Yeah. And he just
feel they can probably get away with it because the lack of law on the side for females.
Yeah. So I put myself, I promised myself about 15 years ago. That's the last thing I want to be on my record, that I'm a sexual deviant or I'm some kind of sexual assaulter. Yeah. I'm some kind of someone who raped somebody. That's to me, that's the lowest of low. That's the scum of the scum, man. I prefer you call me a killer or a murderer or even a thief. Even a thief's kind of dirty. Call me a murderer or a thief, but don't call me a rapist. Don't call me a rapist, man. Someone who sexually assaults, sexually harasses women. Now, for some reason, that's just low and weak. That's how I feel.
It is. I believe that's a low, one major low. But I'm thinking any crime to that assaulting another human being is wrong and
Yeah.
speaks to your
Yeah.
moral conscience. But taking advantage of someone else like that is should go against all morals.
Yep. Yep. It does. It does. It does. And now, Philip Davis, the prime minister, he has to show his shape. He has to show these women that he's interested in their fight for gender equality and sexual violence and marital rape. Because remember we spoke about this before, and this was a big conversation there, whether or not a husband could rape his wife.
Yeah.
And that's the conversation there. So he has to make these decisions on this backdrop. And so that poor Mr. Kirk Cornish, he may be thrown out to the wolves as a result of all of this. But we have to see what the courts say. We have to see what the courts say. And I don't think he's going to get any kind of favor there with the courts either, because a lot of the magistrates are females in there and there's women's equality, women's live as well. They're very, very liberal when it comes to that. So we'll see. Let's not talk about the case anymore, Kim. Let's not talk about the case anymore. Yeah, we're going to get in trouble with that.
If you would have covered the opening of the Afri-Exim Bank last week in Barbados, they would have opened one of their headquarters there.
No.
And Prime Minister Mia Mottley was, there on hand. It was just following through what they had, that big expo they had last year with the Afri-Exim Bank.
Okay.
I know that you're skeptical about them, but I'm hearing today that St. Vincent and the Grenadines, their Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves is looking at opening one of their offices in St. Vincent and the Grenadines because they want it to be one of the major logistics hub for the bank in terms of development of ports, industrial parks, and cruise ship handling facilities. Have you heard anything like that?
Oh, yeah, because we had a guy, Dr. Bennett O'Mara.
Yes.
O'Mara.
Yes,
O'Mara,
he
he was in the Bahamas. And he's promising the same thing. So I guess they're trying to spend their money, right?
Yeah, Dr. Benedict O.K. Orama.
Yes,
He is
yes.
the president of the bank. So he's been in the Caribbean for some time now. I'm not sure if he's been back and forth from the CARICOM heads of government meeting to what's happening in Barbados. He said he was in the Bahamas recently.
Yeah, he met with Philip Davis as well, our prime minister. Kim, I've gone on record again. I want nothing to do with them. I think they're bad news. I wouldn't touch them with a 50-foot pole, man. Tell them get on.
They could hire Yuri as an economist.
Tell them get on. Tell them get on. Tell them get. Like how you chase a pot cake or a dog and says get. I don't want nothing from you. I don't want a dime from you. Get.
I'm gonna see what they can do. I'm looking forward to the relations that they would build between,
What can they do?
I've always said the South to South relations is needed. We need to explore it a bit. It's about time that our people in the Caribbean embrace their roots and they look at it through a fresh perspective.
Oh God, Kim. Nah, it's not time for that yet, man. It's only 500 years, 600 years, maybe. So it's still too fresh. I still remember quite vividly. I still know my history. So no, I never was one. I never was one for this back to Africa nonsense. But my thing is though, Kim, I'll say this again. There's something happening in Nigeria right now. There's something happening in Burkina Faso right now.
Yes.
And Mali is in the pits. Chad is in the pits. But you want to spend money in the Bahamas? And we don't need your money. We don't need you. Get. Anyway, they're ready. And our leaders are kind of bougie, right? Our leaders laid up that, right? Oh, they think they're so Afrocentric, They're going to walk around with their dashikis and their shawls and all that kind of stuff, right? Yeah, I can see them right now. Bunch of fools. Trust me, they're going to get you in trouble. They're going to get you. You think that they are spare chucking, tree swinging, ape hugging, buffoons? They're not. They're not.
No, I think of them as very brilliant.
Of course they are. But our leaders thinking, oh no, because of our Western savvy and our Western kind of garb and the way we've been westernized by America and Europe, we think we're better than them. We think we're smarter than them. We think that they're just these spare chuckers from the bush. And they're not that at all.
I've never thought of them like that.
No, that's what they think though. I know my Negroes. I know my Negroes here, Kim. That's exactly how they think. I listen to them. I listen to them talk. I listened to the former prime minister call the Chinese passive when he was getting the money from Bahama. He said it in the meeting in front of contractors. He said they let the British rule them for over 50 years, 100 years. So my God, they're kind of easy to get over. And he was telling this to grown men.
That's
showing you how
the
the
great
arrogance.
Perry Christie saying.
No, it
such
wasn't Barry
things.
Grizzly. No, Barry Grizzly wasn't that arrogant. Barry Grizzly was that
Okay.
foolish. That was Hugh Ingram. I sat and I listened to that meeting. I was in that meeting. He said they let the British rule them for hundreds of years. So they're gonna come and we can always run over them. I said, man, my God, look, I said, I can't believe I'm sitting around fools. I'm just sitting around buffoons. And that's the kind of mentality, that's the next generation leaders we have coming up right behind them. You know, don't give these people any credit, Kim. Don't give these people any credit. Some of them, they're off bad. They're thinking with their hearts, and they're thinking with some other thing in their mind, and they want to stick it to America. But man, my God, I think very carefully. These are the people that sold us into slavery, Kim. They're not spare chucking buffoons. They're
No,
very intelligent, and they're
definitely.
going to get you in trouble with a trap, mind you. Anyway, let's not go. Let me not rat anymore, Kim.
I couldn't believe the word. I mean, I obviously you would expect things like that from someone like that from Ingraham because he's known for saying it as is. I got to hear him a bit when he got behind Minnis during the 2017 elections and then rise up. What's the nickname you all have for him? You all call him Papa?
Yeah, Papa, Hugh Biggity.
Yeah, right.
He called himself Papa initially. So everyone started talking about. We had a bunch of what you call these slatherers, these butt kissers. Anything he said, they jumped on you. He called himself Papa. So everyone else started calling him Papa. You know, these bunch of fools. You know,
Right.
and I see why I'm different. You know, I see why I'm different. I don't kiss anybody's. I don't even know how to do it, Kim. I don't know how to lower myself to that. I just don't know how to do it. And it causes me problems in the long run. But guess what? My God above, he takes care. And he'll send a stranger, a complete stranger to help me if he wants to. You know? So I just don't know how to do it. I try to be cordial, I try to be nice, but I think that it's because of the light that I carry inside of me that it pisses off their demons. And they can't stand to look at me, man. They can't stand to look at me. But that's all right. My God is a real God. And I stand with him, and I stand firm with him. You know, if I'll do it by myself, I'll do it by myself. You want to come along, you come along. That's fine. That's good. We can do it. But don't think that I'm some kind of cow. I'm going to kiss your hip or kiss your behind because of who you are. Hell no. This is why I should have been in this profession years ago. You know, Kim. I didn't realize there was such liberation in doing media and journalist work. Right?
Oh
There's
wow!
real,
But you're
there's real
doing it
freedom.
on your own channel. So
Yeah, it's my own thing. Exactly. I paid for this out of my own pocket. No one give me this. No one give me this camera. No one give me this mic, this microphone. I did this with my own money. I didn't beg for this. I didn't steal for this. I didn't kiss Phil Davis's hip for this, his butt for this. I didn't kiss Perry Christie's butt for this. I mean, I'm nice to them. I'm cordial. I tell the truth, and that's they deserve the truth. You know, that's what be free, Kim. It's a free station. There's no fetter on you to say anything that you want. Be free. I enjoy the freedoms that I have, and I thank God for it. And I'm not going to insult them, though. I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to tell the truth all the time. Anyway, that's me getting off my narcissistic self. Sorry, Kim. That's my narcissism shining through.
in some good news, we're hearing that the nurse that was kidnapped in Haiti and her daughter, they've been released.
She's returned? She's returned?
Yes,
We missed that?
they've been released.
Today?
Yes, I heard
Okay.
news of that earlier today.
Okay.
They put out the organizations that they work with, Elroy,
Elroy.
posted on their website that they've been thankful for all the prayer and support that they've gotten, and but no indication has been made as to whether a ransom has been paid for releasing both mother and daughter.
Most likely they paid a ransom. You know, they handled that quietly. Most likely they did.
They said that they will continue to release information when it's appropriate. I'm guessing they have to comply with whatever they have to share with the American State Department, because
Yeah.
her safety falls in their hands,
Yes.
as well as the law enforcement that is in charge of taking care, which is usually it's right now the U.S. interagency, those agencies that are working on the ground there. So not sure what went into the release and allowing for it to happen, but I mean, I'm happy to hear that she is.
It's good. It's
both
good.
of them are.
Most likely the kidnappers probably only wanted $20,000, $30,000. You know, where wasn't a big amount of money. They probably started off with an obscene amount of money, wanted $20 billion. Hey, $1 billion. Probably started and they whittled them down to about $10,000, $15,000. You know, that's probably all they needed anyway. Probably going to be in the next boat right now to the Bahamas of Miami, Florida anyway with that. So I had a feeling they only won a couple dollars anyway, so that's probably all that happened. Good news, Kim. That's good news, Kim.
That's good news.
Yeah, we should have led with that instead of my own rantings and ravings with this Jamaican fight, right? We should have led with that. But there's people been fighting all over the place though, Kim. Did you see that at Montgomery, Alabama riverboat fight?
Yes, that's been trending right through. And before we came on air, I heard that the men were charged. The white men, the
3 men,
attackers,
yeah.
were charged.
One was charged with 2 counts of third-degree assault, and the other 2 men were charged with first-degree assault. Yeah, for signing that.
Both captains said that they were trouble for a while.
Yes.
And the charges actually are related to racial discrimination.
Oh wow.
Because
So they
it's
really got
clear
put a book
from
on them.
footage that it wasn't racially motivated.
Yeah.
I don't think
yeah.
if it was a white person that they would have gone full out like that.
I don't think so because did you hear that right? Let's say about an hour before the altercation happened, there was some sort of ceremony on that river, on that dock, because apparently that was a major transshipment point for slaves coming into Alabama in the United States.
Wow.
And so people were there commemorating their ancestors being brought to the Americas through that river port, that Montgomery river port right there. So they had a ceremony an hour before the altercation happened. And those people just came, they just docked right there on that dock and knew that the other boat, the other ferry boat, was coming in and wanting to dock there as well. So that was intentional. I think that was intentional. And if no one else was there, they probably was going to kill that man. I believe so. And they were going to say it was self-defense.
I mean, if it had not been for bystanders videotaping
Yes.
it, I don't think it would have. I think it would have gone worse. And
Yeah.
Alabama is one of those states that is known for
Yes.
that kind of
Extremely.
racism. I'm
Extremely.
surprised that the authorities even listened, even went that direction. I was expecting it to be thrown out, honestly, and go and take in another direction because we know the history of Alabama,
Yes.
their lawmakers and law enforcement.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. On those southern states and on those Southern American states, and they have a racist history.
Yes, they do.
But they have a black mayor in Montgomery, Alabama, though. That's a young black. You see him?
Yes, yeah.
Young black male.
That came about through a lot of fighting and stuff, to ensure that there was equity in their elections and stuff. I remember that.
Yeah,
That was all over
yeah.
the news.
So I think he's gonna ensure that these things are handled very safely. Oh, Kim, you popped away. No problem. Yeah, your mic's off too. Okay, your mic's back.
I'm here.
Okay, good. Okay, yeah. So he's a young black man. I hope he really pushes this through to the end because there's no room in society for that anymore, man. They need to calm down. And the women were involved in the fight. Did you see it? The women were involved in the fight too, Kim.
And that's one of the questions that is raised. Where are the charges against her? Because she was involved.
Yeah, let's play that brawl anyway.
I think we've seen enough, and you don't want to get. It's been all over social media.
Yeah, I know. We got to play it here too, Kim. We got to play that too. Let's see what we got to say. Yeah, because it's funny though, and everyone's been teasing everybody with the chair and things of that nature.
They've even gone back to the history of the chair.
This is from NBC News, actually. Oh.
Yeah, so that's how I careful with it.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh, white guy won that, but he was trying his hardest
though.
though.
It's not on the screen though. You're sharing sound, but not on the screen.
Oh, it's on the screen? I thought I was sharing the screen, man.
No.
I was sharing the computer sound. Sorry. I'm so retarded. I am so retarded, Kim. I'm sorry.
No, you don't use that word.
I'm so slow. There you go. Screen. There you go.
I think we've all watched it because it's all over social media feed.
Yeah. My headphones came back for some strange reason.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, the white guy started that, man. Look at the hat. Everyone's teasing for the hat toss. The hat toss is some wicked, man.
The signal that you need help, backup.
Yeah, we were teasing up there. Yeah, I think it was a signal for backup. Oh, look at that. Oh, they were trying to get him, man.
And everyone's beating up the guy that jumped from the riverboat and started swimming.
These savages, man.
Support. But it's just savages. One man. It's so many against him.
Exactly. These are savages. It's very unfortunate. But then of course his backup came afterwards, right?
Yeah, but they continued even after that guy tried to restrain the rest of them.
Yeah, yeah. I think they were going to kill that man today, that day.
If they had gotten a chance.
Yeah, they were going to kill him. Yeah. But thank God for these. They're so interested in their hatred and their violence, right? That they don't think that there are other people out here with cell phones and cameras and things of that nature that's recording this kind of stuff, man. But they cut off the good part, man. They cut off the part of the brawl. The brawl was the important part, right?
Yeah.
Let's go down to the oh.
But they're saying, but according to the law enforcement, they're saying that it was totally racially motivated because
Yeah.
apparently this group had previously caused problems for the boat because they were asked several times to remove their pontoon so the riverboat could dock. They did not want to move.
Now we saw the gang up. Let's see the actual backup coming. Oh, there's the backup coming right there. Oh, that's his backup right there. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, one's in the water. I don't see the guy who pulls out the chair, man, because everyone's been making fun of this guy with the chair. With the chair. Oh, apparently this guy here is someone who actually is the friend of the guy who's assaulted. He was swimming over to help. Oh no. Yeah, I had enough of this now, Kim. Stop that. Yeah. Yeah, so it's so sad though, Kim, that we're still dealing with this in this day and age where you can't.
America is. I think America is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's one of the reasons that makes me not want to go there.
Yeah, you said so. You said so. Yeah. You know, but I always find it kind of funny when I speak to someone who hasn't gone to America, especially from the Caribbean, you know. But I guess
no, I've been there. I mean, I have relatives there, but because of what's been happening in recent years, I don't think I want to be there so much, even especially Florida. And Miami is one of those places that it has a good bit of Caribbean population.
Stand your ground.
And I have relatives in Florida as well. So far, it's just been New York, and I think wherever I go in New York, it's usually my Caribbean people. I mean, I've gone upstate, and where it's mostly the whites, but I don't think they're bothered with us too much. At least I hope. You know, I hope things stay that way.
I got you. But you know something, you're talking about Florida, but Florida has a stand your ground law, and I think your government's considering a stand your ground law, aren't they?
Yes, well, no, that's Kamala Prasad is campaigning on that, right?
The one who said light them up, the one who said shoot them up, right?
Yeah, empty the clip.
Empty the clip, yeah.
She's the one who's been saying that.
You know something, Kim? She's gonna regret that, you know.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, I don't. I definitely don't think so. She's been saying it for some time, and they've actually put out a draft legislation for it.
No, I know she may feel indignant now that she could say it, but I think that it's going to backfire.
No, she's been saying it for the last several months since last year. I've been listening to her, and she's been saying it.
Someone had to warn her, don't say that, man, because now you're going to set people up, though. Yeah, you're going to set people up.
It comes also with Gary Griffith. It stems with Gary Griffith. He had that one shoot policy. And you know, if you get them, you shoot them. That's when he was a police commissioner.
Okay.
So it stems from there as well, you know.
Hey Kim, can you set me up with an interview with Gary Griffin? For some reason, he brings energy to the UNC ticket, you know.
What's that?
I'm glad he's back with the UNC, man. I like Gary Griffin, even though he's a bit of a flake and he's a bit of a narcissist, right? A megalomaniac. You know, he brings some energy to the UNC ticket, man. More so than Jack Warner does, you know.
Jack Warner is retired. He's in his golden years right now.
Yeah. I don't know why I believe in Gary Griffin. For some reason, I believe he's competent, you know. I believe in Gary Griffin, man.
I believe so. I've followed him during his tenure as Minister of National Security.
Yeah.
And the work that he did, and I did several documentaries with him on what they had done, and I was really impressed with what they were doing. And it was actually working. It was working. He had command of the police service then, and we can see the change in the police service after that. I'm talking about when he was minister as national security. This is during Kamala's administration.
Kamala's term, yeah. And he has charisma as well too, you know, Kim. But I guess all megalomaniacs have charisma.
They have to have that kind of open way of talking.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. And you can tell he's tripping off his own self, right?
Perhaps.
Yeah, he's a megalomaniac. Kim said, tell the truth, he's a megalomaniac. You know, and they're most politicians, most people in the media like ourselves, we all have a bit of ego. We be tripping sometimes. Yeah, you know we be tripping. Yeah, we be tripping. Yeah, and you know we be tripping. Don't sugarcoat it, Kim. We be tripping. We like to hear our own voice. We like to see ourselves on TV. You know, we like to read our own literature, our own writing.
Really?
Yeah, you know we do. You know we do.
Well, I guess I've been in it for close to 20 years now. So I'm okay. I was like, all right, yeah, I've done that. This is just a job right now.
This is jobbing. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm proud when something major happens, like, you know, my one-on-ones with the prime ministers, my one-on-ones with international dignitaries and things like that. Yes, I'm proud of it. Those things are my career highlights. Being able to have a conversation with them that is of national importance, that is of regional importance, that has been good. But after that, it's like, okay, yeah, move on to the next. What's next? Right?
Yeah, I know.
But
I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of colleagues here in the Bahamas who are very bitter with their job. One lady in particular, I wouldn't call her name right. Everyone knows her as being perpetually bitter, and she's always upset. I mean, she hates everything, man. And I could see why, because I've been involved in this for the past, on the ground here in the Bahamas for the past, I would say 3.5 years now. And trust me, I get tired of you. They call us for nothing press conferences, Kim. Can you imagine sitting down, listening to somebody talk, or listening to a seminar for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and if you have said nothing you could actually write a story out of? I've been through many of those in the Bahamas, Kim. Many of those. I find it impossible for somebody to speak over 15 minutes and not say absolutely nothing. But they can do it, Kim. They can speak for over 15, 20 minutes and say absolutely, positively nothing.
I think that's something. I mean, I've worked with
That's
Bahamas
a skill.
media.
That's a rare skill, Kim.
That's Bahamas media, and I think everyone has it's like a big fish in a small pond syndrome. Have you ever heard that saying?
Yeah.
Big fish in a small pond, and I think that's the scenario within those other islands. At least in the Bahamas and Turks and Caicos, when I did news there, they call a conference and it's like, I'm not getting anything. I'm asking you some hard-hitting questions, but you're not answering.
They answer nothing, Kim. I thought it was just me. They answer nothing, Kim. They give you nothing to go on very long.
They will beat you around and will not give you the answer to that.
Yes. And it's sickening, man. You waste my time for a whole hour. You cause me to get up for an 8:30 press conference to say absolutely nothing, and then you restrict questions to only 2 or 3 questions. You're really serious? Do you really want good coverage? So what are we doing here? What are we doing here, really? What are we doing here? You know?
And in the latest scenario here in Trinidad, I've had Prime Minister Rowley have like 2 hours talking, going on a rant over and over, and then you'd have an hour and a half of reporters asking him questions.
Yeah.
And that's been my worst lately. I mean, almost everything could be a soundbite, but then he, you know, because you want to, you know, you get the only
thing of Rowley to me is that Rowley just seems a bit angry sometimes, doesn't he, right?
That's it. And all those angry sound bites are sound bites for a news reporter.
He's angry, yeah. That's not good for a man moving forward, you know. I mean, but he's a grown man. No, that's not good. It's not healthy, man. Kim is 9:29, man. No, sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying it's not nice. It's not good. It's not a good role model for leadership.
No, it's not good for you either, man. It's not a good look, man.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't think he cares.
You think he cares?
I know, because most politicians that have been around, seasoned politicians, they don't care. They're about themselves after a while. And he's been in power for 8 years. So yeah.
8 years. And he wants to win another 5, right?
Yep.
And there's no challenger to him. No. So you're gonna be stuck with Rowley and Kamala again for another 5 years. You're not
I've given up. I'm just trying to survive here in Trinidad.
Yeah, leave him alone, Kim. Yeah, focus on LimeVibe. That should keep you happy. So Kim, we're coming up right now. It's 9:30, man. Any final thoughts?
Yeah. I'm grateful that I've been able to be here. I'm happy that you all were finally able to see Miss Gray.
Yeah. Yes. Bring her back too. We love Miss Gray.
Yeah.
We're pet friendly here.
Once she's
Mm.
I'm gonna make sure she shared online.
Yes, I'm gonna send some treats. I'm gonna send Miss Grace some treats as well too, man. Kim.
She has
So,
a request. She has her preferences.
or she has a preference. Okay, send it to me. I'll send her some. I'll send some treats. I'll send Miss Grace some treats, man. So Kim, there we have another LimeVibe live show in the books. Thank you so much. I haven't started numbering these shows. I don't number these shows.
You
I just number
do.
these. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just number these shows. Yeah, I'll go back through the log. I'll go through each one. I'll log them one by one, but I'll change the description. But there you have it, Kim. Another LimeVibe live podcast in the books. I'm Yuri Kemp, and if you have not done so, please like, share, and subscribe to our Facebook and YouTube page. Like, share, and subscribe to our Facebook and YouTube page, LimeVibe77. That's LimeVibe77 on Facebook and YouTube. It really helps us to share the information out of what we're doing here in the Caribbean. So please, and also there's a donate link inside the description. So anything that moves your heart to give to the LimeVibe podcast, please do so because we really would appreciate it. It really helps us keep the machine going. So other than that, Kim, I want to say goodbye. Thank you for being there with us. And I'll see you again on Friday. We're going to be back to talk about some more Caribbean stuff. So let's go.
Yeah.
Yep.